Welcome everyone, my name is ScottyAllenDay. Today we're going to be talking about an epic playlist that you could have that started the rock and roll explosion in the 1950s. These are 10 songs that I feel had the greatest impact on the rock and roll genre, so join me as I share my playlist with you. Number one is the song Rocket 88. It was sung and recorded by Jackie Brentston and his Delta Cats, or Ike Turner, later on, also known as Ike Turner. It is said to be the first official recorded rock and roll record at Sam Phillips Sun Studios in Memphis, Tennessee. This is what has been said was the first recorded rock and roll record. Number two is possibly what started the rock and roll movement, and it was Bo Diddley, of course, by Bo Diddley. It was the Bo Diddley beat. It's a musical rhythm that is widely used in rock and roll and pop music. The beat is named after rhythm and blues musician Bo Diddley, who introduced and popularized the beat with his self-titled song, or the self-titled debut single, Bo Diddley, in 1955. Now, Bo Diddley is one of the forefathers of rock and roll, so of course you got to have the Bo Diddley beat. So right now we have Rocket 88, the Bo Diddley beat. The next one is The Fat Man, who was sung by American rhythm and blues recording artist Fats Domino. It was recorded by Domino and David Bartholomew and recorded on December 10th, 1949. It is often cited as one of the first rock and roll records, or at least a strong influence on the rock and roll genre. And this rollicking song that made it a rocker was Fats barreling piano triplets combined with a solid big beat. So Fats Domino is second of the forefathers of rock and roll, and because of the fact of Bo Diddley and Fats Domino. Now I still need to research to see if they both did a song together, but these are the foundations of the rock and roll genre. The next one is Hound Dog, that was performed by Big Mama Thornton, later turned into a hit by Elvis Presley. Hound Dog is a 12-bar blues song that was written by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller, recorded originally by Big Mama Thornton on August 13th, 1952 in Los Angeles. Hound Dog was Thornton's only hit record, selling over 500,000 copies. It is the July 1956 recording by Elvis Presley. His version sold about 10 million copies globally. This was his best-selling song and the emblem of the rock and roll revolution. So this was a cover that Elvis Presley did. Big Mama Thornton was the one that actually put it on the map. So again, we have Rocket 88, the Bo Diddley beat, the Fat Man, and nothing but Hound Dog. Next one is going to be Maybelline. It's a rock and roll song by American artist Chuck Berry, adapted in part from the Western swing fiddle tune Ida Red. Released in 1955, Berry's song tells the story of a hot rod race and a broken romance. The lyrics describing a man driving a V8 Ford chasing his unfaithful girlfriend in her Cadillac Coupe de Ville. It was released in 1955 as a single by Chess Records of Chicago, Illinois, and Berry's first hit, Maybelline, is considered a pioneering rock and roll song. Chuck Berry is the third of the forefathers of rock and roll. The next song is going to be That'll Be the Day When I Die by Buddy Holly and the Crickets. That'll Be the Day was a song written by Buddy Holly and Jerry Allison. It was first recorded by Buddy Holly and the Three Tunes in 1956, and it was re-recorded in 1957 by Buddy Holly and his new band, the Crickets. In 1957, the recording achieved widespread success. Buddy Holly is the fourth of the forefathers of rock and roll. So in this playlist, you have the forefathers of rock and roll, and then you also have possibly the song to put rock and roll on the map, and the pioneering recording company in Memphis, Tennessee. So right now you have basically the foundation. Now we have Crazy Man Crazy. It was the title of early rock and roll song written and first recorded by Bill Haley and his Comets in April 1953. It is a notable first recognized rock and roll recording to appear in the National American Musical charts, peaking at number 12 on the Billboard Jukebox chart for the week ending July 20th, 1953. And 11 for 2 weeks on the Cashbox chart beginning for the week of July 13th. And some sources indicate that the recording, a blend of R&B, Western, and pop music, is a contender for the title of the first rock and roll record. That's so we're creating possibly what I would say was the first big hit rock and roll band with Bill Haley and his Comets. Shake, Rattle, and Roll was first is the next song. Was first recorded by Big Joe Turner, later popularized by Bill Haley and his Comets. Shake, Rattle, and Roll. We're gonna shake, rattle, and roll. It was a song written in 1954. Utilizing my notes here, by Jesse Stone, first recorded that year by Big Joe Turner, whose version ranked number 127 on the Rolling Stone magazine list of the 500 greatest songs of all time. So right now we have quite a good playlist so far. Now we're going to come up with possibly one of the hottest songs that was number one, the first song to achieve worldwide success. And it was 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. It was just right. It's Rock Around the Clock by Bill Haley and his Comets. It was the first rock and roll record in the top pop charts in both the United States and the UK. Bill Haley and the American chart had the American chart success with Crazy Man Crazy in 1953. In 1954 was Shake, Rattle, and Roll, sung by Big Joe Turner, reached number 1 in the Billboard R&B charts. So here we got Bill Haley and his Comets. And then, of course, we're going to start going into the architect of rock and roll. And, of course, we're talking about none other than Little Richard. Coming in with on my playlist on number 9 is going to be Tutti Frutti, Italian for all fruits, and it is a song written by Little Richard and Dorothy Labastri, recorded in 1955, which was his first major hit with its energetic refrain, often transcribed as a wop bop a loo bop a wop bam boom. It's verbal rendition of a drum pattern that Little Richard had imagined. It is a hard-driving sound, wild lyrics, and it became not only a model for many of Little Richard's songs, but also of rock and roll itself. The song introduced several of rock music's most characteristic musical features, including its loud volume, powerful vocal style, and distinctive beat and rhythm. The last but not least, we're going to also throw in the Heartbreak Hotel by Elvis Aaron Presley. Heartbreak the Hotel is released on vinyl by RCA and sells over 300,000 copies in its first 3 weeks on the market. It is soon to go number 1 on the Billboard's pop singles chart for 8 weeks, hits number 1 on the country charts, and number 5 on the R&B charts. It becomes the first Elvis single to sell over 1 million copies, earning Elvis his very first gold record. So there you have it. There's my playlist for the I would say the pioneer of rock and roll, but actually helped become the engine, the fuel, the design, and of course the one that wrapped it all together. So actually there was 2 people that wrapped it all together, 3 people that wrapped it all together. Pretty much this was the foundation of what became the genre of rock and roll. So I hope you enjoyed me putting together this type of playlist. If you really like these type of playlists, this is where I give you a little bit of history, what I feel about the song. Let me know in the comment section below. I'll be more than glad to make some more. I have a few more of these planned in the future. Give me a like, share with your friends. And also, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video. I will see you in the future, and like always, keep on rocking.